Hello, everyone. I am so honored to be here speaking amongst so many colleagues and Praise. We are actually a client of Praise, so really excited about that. And so many brilliant people here. I know that we have some PhDs in the room, and we've got some CEOs and entrepreneurs. So today, I want to talk a little bit about our journey, itBit's journey to uncovering key drivers of engagement and finding a starting point for change. So, if you guys don't know or are not familiar with who we are, itBit is a financial services company that is in the blockchain space looking to expedite the clearing and settlement process for trading assets. And we are now about 70 people. So I joined last year, we were about 30 people, and we've doubled in headcount, so we've seen massive growth. And part of one of my initiatives is to really understand the direction of our culture and help to maintain that as we grow. So employee engagement is really this unseen force in your organization, and it can be a headwind to really prevent you from moving forward and kind of be this unforeseen roadblock. But it can also be the wind at your back and carrying you forward. It can also be the thing that kind of keeps you dead in your tracks if you're not able to properly harness it. So when you're running your first engagement survey, you probably have a lot of things that are going through your minds, like how do we define employee engagement and how do we drive change within our organization? How do we make people feel more connected to the overall vision? And the most important question that you'll ask yourself is, where do we start? So once you launch your engagement survey, which is what we did, you find out a lot of really bad things. You will find out the good, the bad, and the very, very ugly things about what your people think about your organization. But what's most important about this process is really understanding where your organization stands today. And because your organization is full of living human beings, right, your ability to attract and retain top talent is directly related to your ability to meet their needs. And so you've got to find your starting point. You've got to figure out where you are on the spectrum of meeting their needs. Are your people in survival mode, just trying to make it through the day, but your compensation structure is a little bit off? Or are you at the stage of belonging, where people feel like they are making a little bit of an impact, but you really want to get to that high-fire, highly engaged level where people are so inspired by the work that you're doing that they want to connect and help other people in the organization. So a lot of companies do leverage different tools, right? Like SurveyMonkey or Google Docs. There are even services that help to create this. Our friend here who will be speaking later potentially offers some services. But we ended up choosing Culture Amp, which is a fantastic tool. And we chose Culture Amp because there's a really unique algorithm within this technology that looks for patterns that affect your overall engagement index. It also is a really amazing prioritization tool. So it understands, it sort of looks at key areas that you need to focus on, where you can be extremely responsive to your organizational needs. It also benchmarks you against other companies within your organization or within your space. So we're in the sub 200 tech space. We can see how we score against all of our competitors who we're competing with for talent. And it also breaks it down by demographics. So you can actually see how there are differences between cross offices, like our Singapore office versus our New York office, or across different organizations, or across different departments with different managers. So when we did our survey, these were two key areas that were high drivers of our engagement. The ability to acknowledge people who deliver outstanding service, and our leadership keeping people informed about what's going on in the organization. And I'm sure that everyone sort of feels this way. Communication is always an issue. Recognition is always an issue. But for the purpose of this talk, I'm going to focus primarily on what we did around recognition. So in the days following sharing the results of our Culture Amp survey, we hosted very small, very focused groups where we divided people into groups of two. It's usually about 6 to 12 people. Where we broke people into pairs to really brainstorm, and we had them think about what was causing this problem and what could a solution be. And at the end of it, we put out post-it notes all over the conference room, our ideas, and we actually voted on the initiatives that we wanted to drive forward. And what it did was it actually created this team of culture ambassadors. It distributed authority and made it their initiative. So some of the things that we came out with were some really cool programs. The Media Awards were this fantastic summer event that we did, and we created a list of 14 different awards that we can provide. And we built these really cute medals with those little K-pop robots on them. But they were things like, early riser, or most likely to be the CEO one day. And it was a really fun event where we showed the nominations and we opened the cards and we awarded these people in a very public way. But it was all driven by the peers. We also had this crazy idea of doing a wrestling belt, giving a wrestling belt for random achievements in the office. So maybe someone cleaned up a spill, or they had a really awesome client meeting, and we just wanted to reward them on the spot. And then finally, the peer-to-peer recognition were these kind of micro bonuses that we created. So this program allowed for each individual to have, on a quarterly basis, a budget of $100. And because we have 4 core values, people were able to give out 4 awards each quarter to a peer that was demonstrating one of our core values. So this was a engineer to engineer rewarding someone for entrepreneurship. So he's like, Waz continues to challenge me and the entire team to keep up with his level of output and efficiency. He stays late, comes early, works hard, and is always willing to help as needed. And so this goes out on a weekly basis, and they get this awesome little $25 Amazon gift card bonus. So some of the other things that we did were sort of revamping our team communication meetings, and we started to highlight some of the things that were going on. People were not really feeling connected, things were happening just kind of in disparate groups, but we really wanted to hone it in and bring them together. So we started highlighting things that were happening in the organization, like new hire happy hour at Wheeltop with shot skis. And I started meditating recently, so I wanted to bring them to the office. And so now I host 3 p.m. mindful meditation sits for 25 minutes. And we just kicked that off, which is pretty cool. The engineers have a real gaming culture. They love board games, they love video games, and so they host a game night every month. And we just launched something called itBit Talks, which is an effort to build social capital. So in order to really solidify teams, you've got to know the people you're working with, right? So we launched on a monthly basis itBit Talks, where people can talk about things that they're really passionate about, experiences that they've had, and just interesting things that they want to share. Shout out to Slack. If you guys are any of you guys using Slack right now? Okay. Having a Slack shadow channel is awesome and really hilarious. So these are just some of the things that we give shout outs for: closing a really awesome hire, or work anniversaries and birthdays. And the results were fantastic. So across the board, at the end of 6 months, we did another survey, and we saw that our recognition scores had an uptick across the board. So the right people are being recognized and rewarded. We are acknowledging people who deliver outstanding service, and because we made people, we mobilized these teams of culture ambassadors. We saw a massive uptick in acting on and sharing innovative ideas. People really felt connected to this effort. So to wrap it up, Key takeaways to harness employee engagement. Number one, choose the right tool. You really need something that's going to help you uncover the key unique drivers of your engagement. You've got to really dig into the data and get follow-up feedback. So I definitely encourage having working sessions, small group sessions where you actually have a conversation with the teams who want to participate. And distribute authority, enroll culture ambassadors, because they are going to be like kind of like the force in the organization across different departments, really driving this change forward. And then test your ideas. So tweak the programs and track your success. Thank you.
So Leanne, thank you so much. Maybe a few minutes, anybody has kind of questions to Leanne or anything about what you heard you want to kind of have a little dialogue about? I think this is a good time to engage with Leanne about that.
When you look back at your second engagement survey, were you overall also probably need to see by focusing on this and all of a sudden something else got a dip? What's your experience there?
That's a really good question. So overall scores did increase slightly, but really what we were, you can't focus on everything, and that's the thing. You've got to pick between 2 and 4 things to really focus on in a period of time. 6 months is not a lot of time to create massive change. So the takeaway here was that we focused primarily on recognition, and we saw that uptick in recognition scores.
Any other questions for Leanne? All right, well, thank you so much again, Leanne.